In this episode, we discuss the 2026 Astrological Forecast. We take a look at 5 major shifts happening this year and what they could mean for you and how to use that information in your life.
Let's talk about what intuition really is.
Let's look at all the places intuition and ego show up in your life.
Let's share honestly.
Let's do the research.
I'm Jamie Hayhurst.
I'm Heather Wood.
This is the Intuitive Girl's Guide.
This episode will play uninterrupted after a brief message from our sponsors. You know what goes great with podcast listening?
A great cup of coffee from a great coffee shop. Restoration Coffee. Can we go?
Yeah, check them out and visit restoration-coffee.com. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
We're back.
We are.
It's 2026.
It is.
And here we are.
Woo.
I thought to kick off this year, we would do an energy forecast for the year. We did one last year. The people requested it again.
Yeah, they liked it. Yeah.
And it's fun. I feel like it gives me a good sort of purview. Like it's nice to like pull back and look ahead and see what the astrology says.
Yeah, hopefully something good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, could I just do like a little mini, it's not really a rant. It's more of like a statement about how people view astrology.
Yeah.
You and I view astrology in the same way.
Yeah.
But in observing the people, as I do, there's a lot of people who don't.
Right.
And so I just thought here, when you're about to hear like about the astrology of the year and, you know, get all ready to sort of plan or fly by the seat of your pants, whatever works for you, that you can sort of make sure you've got yourself in the right perspective.
Okay.
And that is that like astrology, knowing what's going on astrologically, looking ahead, seeing what planets in what and what that energy is, does not mean that you are now just like a victim of whatever happens.
Right.
Like that is meant for you to take and do something with.
Correct.
So you can't there's sort of two sides of this, right? You can't just go, well, everything's shit, so I'm just going to give up because look at the astrology doesn't say sunshine and roses. Spoiler alert.
Womp womp.
Right. So like, I guess what's going to happen is going to happen. And then you're void of any responsibility.
Correct. Right. You get to check out.
Yeah. But on the same, like on the other side of the same coin, I guess, is you can't just go, well, you know, things are going to get better in that month, so we'll just wait. Like you have to take the energy and try to align with it to still take action. Like you are an active participant in life.
Yeah. Well, I think that's actually, that's the point, is the word alignment, is that it's not that like astrology is not fortune telling.
Right.
It's more something that you could and probably should get into alignment with. And then you might have an easier ride, or you have more understanding about what's happening around you. So it's not like the cards of fate are being dealt to you. It's more like, oh, this is what's happening. How do I use that to my benefit or my advantage?
Really well said. I agree. And that's why I like to think of astrology and use the term like forecast. It's not that like, oh, they predicted rain, but it didn't rain in my area, or like they predicted rain, so I have to stay at home. Like, no, just wear a raincoat and an umbrella.
Boots,
like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not the victim of whatever will be. Like, it isn't, like you said, like the cards of fate are dealt to you and you just deal with it. It's about going like, well, this is what is going on. Yeah. Like, how can I align and tap into that energy and use it for what I feel drawn to and desire for and angry about and happy about and, you know, all the things. Right. So I also just think, you know, we get asked a lot, like, who do you like for astrologer? Who do you like for a book? And we're always like very careful. I am going to shout out an astrologer in a minute. We have shouted out many before. But a good rule of thumb is find an astrologer that is telling you how to use the energy for yourself. Correct. Not saying like, here's what's going to happen to you.
Yes.
Don't bother doing any of this during this time. Right. Maybe like, hey, this isn't the best time for this. Fine.
Right.
But like, you can't, it's like people in Mercury retrograde that they're like, I can't sign a contract.
Agreed.
Like, well, no.
Right. Yes. Life goes on.
Right. Exactly. If you had a choice to sign it a week before or during, would I say choose the week before? Right. Sure. Yeah. But like, that's not how life is. No. It doesn't mean you just sort of live by that law. Okay. So look for astrologers that are speaking to you that way.
Yep.
And one that I would like to shout out here at the beginning, because I used a few of her resources, is Chani Nicholas.
Yes.
Another thing that I'm just going to say that I don't know that I need to say, but maybe I will just share with the people, is that if I'm sharing something from her or from like Eliza Kelly or like whoever, Eliza Kelly. Yeah, I say her name wrong every time.
You do.
I'm never sharing anything that's past a paywall.
Correct. Right.
I'm only sharing stuff that you can find on their websites for free. Like, because I do pay for some of their services, and I would never pay for it and then give that away.
For free. That's a great point.
So go seek out more stuff if you hear about someone that we're saying, and here's some of the free stuff. And so, again.
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
Okay. So we're going to start with January 26th.
Okay.
So that's coming up. I think this is airing on the 19th.
Okay. Yeah.
So that means it's like a week away.
The 20th, yeah.
Yeah, right. One of those.
Yeah.
So what happens on January 26th is that Neptune enters Aries. Okay. This is a big deal for a lot of reasons. But let me just say that it will stay here until 2039.
Oh.
This is 13 years. I pre-did the math, so I wouldn't have to do it on the spot to see how long it was. Okay. Now, there's been a few little times where it's like popped into the sign and back out. But the last time it had like a solid stay like this was between 1861 and 1875.
Okay.
So this has been a while.
Yeah.
But some things that were happening in the world at this time were interestingly they sort of call to a time that's things that are going on right now. And so in America, for example, like there was the Civil War and the abolition of slavery. Like,
I mean, that's what's happening now, essentially. Like we're on the verge of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So am I trying to say like, there's about to be civil war, or, there'll be a gesture like the abolition of slavery, which was not, of course, the end of slavery, but you know what I mean, right? Like, no.
Right.
But is there stuff that, I mean, could it be? Yeah. But like, is there stuff in line with that energy? Yeah.
Yes.
Is this like a great time to sort of like go for it?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. To rise up.
Yeah. Stand up, do something. Absolutely. So, again, it's not passive. You can't be like, well, come the 26th, everything will start changing or get better or get worse, or however you're looking at it. I mean, probably all of that is true. But it's instead going like, how do I take that energy and use it to move towards something better?
Right. Well, I mean, any change requires action. You can't just wait and let it happen to you.
Oh my God. But people don't believe that.
No, I mean, that's anything that you want to manifest or call to you or anything like that. You can't just believe it's going to happen or know it's going to happen. There has to be action. If you're moving towards it.
There are some patriarchal beliefs. Let me know if this sounds familiar. Where you just sort of have to like ask a sky daddy for it.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. So, just wait patiently. Yeah.
So I see where that gets... people get conditioned to believe things like that. I do understand it, but that's not reality. I don't know anyone who's ever accomplished anything.
No.
Who's used that mindset.
Yeah, no, that just feeds complacency. That's how, like, patriarchy gets you to sit still and not fight.
Exactly right.
Just gets you to sit.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So Neptune, I figured I'd tell you what that sort of represents. That planet is like subconscious. So it's spirituality, dreams, illusions, inspiration, creativity, intuitive receptivity. So I just think of like when something's going on in Neptune, everything that you've got like brewing, it gets all like shifty and weird and sloppy and spills out, bubbles out. Yeah, all of that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So that shift, I think that you'll really feel it in your core. And so to prepare, if you're hearing this before that happens, I would say like, make sure you're not avoiding.
Yep.
And like, listen, we've talked about this before. It's like some people are naturally avoiders. Some people are naturally like head first into some. We tend to be like the fighters. Like, let's run at this.
Let's address it.
90 miles an hour. And, you know, sometimes maybe not like take the best safety measures first.
Right.
Whatever.
Do we can.
Yeah, we try. But like, wherever you are, just know that about yourself and know that as you're coming into this, like, but the stuff you're avoiding when Neptune moves around, and Neptune's going into Aries. So I don't know if you know a lot about Aries, Jamie. Yes, I do. You do know a lot about it. But like, that is not like a calm sign.
No.
So Aries is like bravery, freedom, courage, innovation. So like when you put just like, I think of Aries as very bold. I think that's often associated with Leo, but like I do feel my youngest is an Aries sun sign, and I feel like there's like a real natural boldness to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think of Aries in that way. And so it's like, if you mix that with the stuff you've got brewing, that's not like a gentle, serene experience.
No, it's like a forcing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as we always say, like, do the work. And the work is to just like know your shit. Know what's going on. Seek help.
Seek help. Perfect.
Seek a therapist.
Yes, exactly.
Seek an advisor. Get your cards read. Get an astrology reading. Like,
exactly.
Whatever it is, look at that. And even like go through these things and look at your specific reading, like your specific chart for when these shifts happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for the next one? This one happens on February 13th.
Okay.
And that is the day before Valentine's Day, in case you're wondering. And right before that, we have Saturn entering Aries.
Okay. Again.
So we don't even have a month between another
Aries.
big shift into Aries.
Yeah.
So it will stay there until April 12th, 2028. Okay. So Saturn is boundaries, I think. But it's also like discipline, challenge, responsibility, all of that. Okay. So let's just think for a second about how you just had all the subconscious-y stuff that you have brewing shift into the bold Aries.
Right.
And now your boundaries and discipline are coming, but like 2.5 weeks later.
Yeah. And with more of the same Aries.
With more of the same energy. So this is not gentle. This is intense upon intense upon intense. So again, I don't really think you should be predicting, but I'm going to say if there's going to be like a lot of like havoc wreaked, I'm going to say it's going to be in these transitions, especially that notch into Saturn into Aries.
Right.
Okay. So Saturn in Aries brings structure to more emotional areas in your life. So there is that sort of upheaval of the emotional, subconscious stuff. And now you're going to have some boundaries for it. So it's going to feel a little less weepy. Is that not the right word? I feel like that sounds like it's negative, but I actually don't feel like weepy is negative. I feel it's just like kind of sitting in it, right?
You're feeling, emoting.
Yeah. Like I think you're going to have days of just like moments of great joy and moments of great anger and sadness. Like I think you're going to be kind of woo. And then I think this energy is going to come in and all of a sudden there's like boundaries drawn around it. There's limits, there's discipline, there's like some sort of sense made to what you're doing with it.
Well, that's good.
But you have to do it. You can't just be like, oh.
Well, right. And if boundaries already make you feel a little squidgy, then this is certainly going to be a tough time.
Yes. And two of the places that you see a lot with Aries energy, and especially with Saturn in Aries, is empathy and healing. And I think if I could add one thing to the people that I disagree with most, if I could add two things to them, I think I would start with empathy. And then I would follow that up by some healing of their own
Agreed.
stuff.
That's a great point.
I think that's really interesting. I think there could be a little something hopeful there.
That's like the greatest problem of this country right now is the divide between those who have empathy and those who don't. I mean, that's the divide.
Yeah, you could be called a commie online.
You could.
I was called
that's a compliment.
I didn't care. I honestly thought it was like,
I mean, it's not accurate, but the
super
fact that
funny. I know.
It's like,
I also feel like it's like, what year are we in right now that like disagreeing with the government makes you called a commie? Like, we've already done this. Like, I've seen this play. We've already did all this. Mm-hmm. Study history. Pick up a book.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, they don't know what communism means either. That's the problem.
They do not know.
It'd be a great start if they knew what they were saying
before you accuse someone of something.
Correct.
Also, it is just really wild to see a video you disagree with and comment on it. Exactly. Like, I could not scroll faster if there's something I disagree with. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes there's like this video that starts out okay, and then like all of a sudden they start talking about Jesus, and I'm like, do you know those ones?
Yeah, you go and you hit not interested.
I just get like,
I do not interested if it's that bad.
That's smarter. Yeah, but like, I do not want to stay there. I do not want to make a comment. Like, it's really weird. It's like, why do you want my attention if you don't think this way? I don't know. It's very bizarre. Mm-hmm. I digress. I put a quote from, I think this one was from Chani Nichols, but it was, discipline meets fire to describe Saturn in Aries.
Okay.
I think that sounds pretty rad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is April 25th.
Okay.
So you've got...
Around your birthday.
It is around my birthday, but you've got a little break, like, of change. You don't have a total break, but like of big things changing. All right. So in April, Uranus enters Gemini. Mm-hmm. It will stay there until August 3rd, 2032. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, some of these, like, really, these planets that don't do a lot of shifting are all coming in.
Right.
Do you remember last year when we like tried to gently tell people it was going to be another rough year? I feel like I don't care about gently telling you that it's going to be another rough year.
No, that ship has sailed.
Right? Like, we're not,
that's gone.
A little hope for that, the naivete.
Yeah, exactly. Gone. Yes, it is.
Okay. So Uranus represents change and innovation. Mm-hmm. Great. We could also use some of that. I quoted Chani again. She said, you're going to like this. She describes this energy as yes and.
Okay.
And that's very similar to something I say to you that you make fun of.
You say no, but.
Or I say yes, but. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm like the queen of that energy. Like,
you are.
Acknowledgement, but let me add something.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Let me resist, but in an agreeable tone.
Yes. Right. No, thank you.
So this sort of like breeds in this time based on this energy and the energy of a couple of other planets going on. It really creates an environment where ingenuous communication could become a really big problem. And so I've seen several...
It already is.
I know. Several different astrologers warning of like a real rise or uptick or shift in AI at this time. I saw that too.
Yeah. So, or like some sort of AI attack or something. Yeah.
Yes. There's something going on with that.
Yes.
So I think that you should be using it responsibly, if at all, now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. But come April, like if you feel like you're a bit unhinged with it and it's something you should work on, I would like work on it now.
Yes.
Use that boundaries energy coming in, Saturn and Aries, and like
good point.
Start working on it before this comes, because we need to do better with this.
Yeah, and also boundaries aren't just about you with other people.
Oh, yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
true.
Which, I mean, oftentimes it is, but it's also about your own personal boundaries, right? Those
right. Boundaries important. Around like what you'll allow of yourself, like what's in line and not in line with your values and what you want for the planet as a whole, like the use of water. Have you seen those funny videos of someone pretending to be AI and like whenever they answer a question, they do it poorly and they dump out a glass of water?
Yes, I hate it.
Well, I like funny, those videos, but yeah, I hate the concept.
Oh God, it's awful.
Yeah. I just wish people would think of that while
it's a good visual.
Yeah. Okay. So this time is good for changing your perspective of like big scale things that have to do with like your own stories that you've created, like your own vows, limits, things like that. That's a great time to work on that. But maybe don't work on it with AI.
Correct. Do it yourself. Or like a
professional. Or a friend, like whatever. But
yes, just exactly. Jeez.
Just be warned. We warned you.
Yeah.
We warned you. I'll play this clip again when it happens and be like, see?
Yeah.
See? All right. Also, you shouldn't wait till then to like put better boundaries around AI usage. Mm-hmm. We should also be demanding that the companies who have these
exactly
are held to the responsibility of not absolutely annihilating our planet.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's like it's this next tier of environmentalism, like where we're blaming people and making them use fake weird straws.
Yes.
Rather than blaming and
the billionaires
and punishing the billionaires and the companies that are polluting the planet and
right.
All this stuff. So it's like, yes, we should be aware of what we're doing with AI, but also all of those companies should be aware of it and be fixing the way that their machines or what the hell ever are creating AI and the resources they're using.
And we should be holding their feet to the fire.
Correct.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Okay. The next one is in June. There's 2 things I have to tell you about in June. And then I think we'll break and then we'll come back in the next episode and I'll tell you about some eclipses that you should be ready for.
Okay, tell me about June.
Okay, so June 19th, Chiron enters Taurus.
Okay.
It will stay there till September 17th. So not like a super long period, but again, I'm trying not to just give you ones that are there for like 2 weeks, like some substantial shifts. Right. Okay. So Chiron represents core wounds and overcoming them. So when you hear core wounds, let me just comment on this, okay? When you hear that, you have to think of like what kind of issues have I been circling on the spiral staircase of life around over and over and over again in my life that started young and they continue to pop up in different forms.
Yep.
What are those? What do they look like? Those are going to come to the surface at this time. They're going to come to the surface all the time, but like you're really going to have an opportunity to shift them during this time. Now, I chose overcoming them because I don't even know that that's the best language because you're not going to beat it.
Correct.
But it's not, you're going to sort of like grow more around it. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Like it's not going to halt your progress as much. It's not going to be quite the hurdle it is now to jump over.
Okay.
If you put a little concentration into that.
I like that.
I mean, we try.
Yeah.
When it's in Taurus, Chiron tends to bring those wounds, especially associated with food, art, money, and stability. Okay, food, money, stability, I get that's all the same kind of energy.
I mean, that's Taurus.
Yeah. Throwing art in there is kind of interesting, huh?
Well,
I mean, I get that the Taurus energy, but like when you're looking at your core wounds.
Yes.
I've never really thought about like, I see food, money, security. Like I see that, right? But like, art?
Maybe it's like creativity, self-expression.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think that they connect, obviously.
Definitely.
But I don't think I really have spent a lot of time in my life going like,
no.
How does art feed into my core wounds?
That's a great point.
I think that's a great thing to explore. Start now.
Yeah.
So work on those themes and then also themes around your personal feelings of security. Like what is your connection to feeling secure? What needs to happen for you to feel secure and safe and certain? And also what do you have connected to your self-worth?
Okay.
Self-worth isn't real, but.
Well, correct. Yeah.
So see our mini episodes on that.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
All right. And lastly, June 29th, Jupiter enters Leo, and it will stay there through July 25th, 2027. So Jupiter represents insight, knowledge, and abundance.
Okay.
Now, Leo energy, it is a lion. It's like a loud, roaring, kind of majestic energy, I think. And I also have a Leo. My oldest is a Leo. Okay. So it's dramatic, quite accurate for him. Self-expression, like not just like, oh, how can I like let the people see me. It's like on a big, it's like you like freaking out in a way that makes people see you, or like doing something grand, or like out of character that like forces you into over a spotlight. Yeah. It's kind of rad. Mm-hmm. I like that. A lot of people are probably like, that sounds terrible, but I think
I don't think
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like big scale moves. This isn't a time where you're going to feel like drawn to doing a lot of little things.
This is the end of June.
Yes, this is June 29th. Okay.
Got it.
So that's our little, we're going to come back next week and I'm going to give you like a few more things about some eclipses and retrogrades that we need to discuss, and like some reminders on navigating those things.
Okay.
But we always get this question, so I'm going to answer it right now.
Okay.
Where people will be like, why are all the major shifts in the first half of the year and not the second? So first of all, there are plenty of shifts that happen in the second.
Yes.
But the big major ones do, because just like the moon waxes and wanes, so does the planet. Like, so the energy sort of like builds up and kind of crescendos and then like comes back down a little bit. And so that second part of the year is more for like, okay, all this just happened. What am I doing with it?
Right.
So that's why.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you're not going to be going through it good and bad throughout the whole year.
Right.
It's just when the big things come at you.
Yeah.
We got that question a lot last year.
Yeah.
Like, why did you stop at June? Like, well, no.
Right. We didn't stop there.
No.
Right.
I mean, every month, basically, the sun moves into a different like
sign.
There's plenty of things going on.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So anything else you'd like to add to, do you have any like special hopes and dreams for this year?
I have a few.
Would you like to share any with the
No, I mean, I mean, you all know what my hopes and dreams are.
Yeah.
We have to get the Nazis out of here.
Yeah.
I know some personal stuff. Hopefully, it sounds like June might be a good month for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking forward to that. But yeah, no, it's my same old wishes for us.
To not be in a post-apocalyptic hellscape all the time, and to be in
a capitalistic hellscape.
Thank you. I missed the word. Yeah. To not be surrounded by fascists, and to be people who care about each other.
That would be cool. I mean, unfortunately, I think it's going to take more than a year to get out of there. But as long as we're moving in the right direction, that pleases me. I just think that it's the only way out is through type of situation, and that's going to be hard. And it's a problem.
Well, we've said many times that we're in like in America, we're in the Tower card.
Exactly.
And it's not going to be a slow fall. Yeah,
this is the collapse. You're seeing it. You're living it. I mean,
it's terrible, and a lot slower than I really was hoping it would.
Same. Yeah, same. But we got to break all this down.
Exactly. So, all right. So on that note, see you next week.
See ya.
Join us next week when we continue chatting about this topic.
Hey everyone, Heather and I have an ask for you. If you love this episode, or if you love the IGG, can you do us a favor? We need you to go onto whatever platform you listen on and download, subscribe, like, love, whatever it's asking you to do. Can you go do those things for us on the platforms that you listen on? It would mean so much to us.
Thanks for listening to our episode. For a way to get in touch with us, please visit our website, intuitivegirlsguide.com. We love hearing your feedback on our episodes.